Was Part by Megan Quinn. More than likely gonna pick this one up. Oh, here comes some more sirens. There he goes again. Poor boy. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For those who are new, welcome. My name is Monica, and in today's video I'm going to be going over the June new releases as well as my TBR. Starting off strong on June 3rd is Till Summer Do Us Part by Megan Quinn. This is a new release standalone. It's going to have all the releases, paperback, ebook, and audiobook, and the narrators are going to be Aaron Mallon, Teddy Hamilton, and Stephen Dexter. And then coming out on June 5th is Nemesis by S. Mastery. This is the first book in her new series in the Sterling Falls Rogues series. And it's going to have ebook, paperback, and audiobook, and the narrators are Michelle Sparks, Teddy Hamilton, Connor Crayas, and Aaron Shedlock. Also on June 5th is Dance of Madness by Jagger Cole. It's going to have ebook and paperback. I don't know about an audiobook. And on June 6th is Bourbon Proof by Victoria Wilder. This is book 3 in the Bourbon Boys series. It's going to have ebook and paperback, and it's probably going to have an audiobook just down the line because she's just released Bourbon and Lies and Bourbon and Secrets on audio recently. So June 10th is going to have a lot of releases. First one is Never Been Shipped by Alicia Thompson. It's going to have paperback, ebook, audiobook, and the narrator is Ellie Gossage. Also on June 10th is 7 Year Itch by Amy Doss. This is book 2 in the Mountain Men Matchmaker series. It's going to have ebook, paperback, and audiobook. The narrators are Teddy Hamilton and Aaron Mallon. Also on June 10th is Plus Size Player by Danielle Allen. This is book 2 in the Curve series. This one, the first one was Curve Free Girl Summer, so this one looks really good. And it's coming out with ebook, paperback, and audiobook, and the narrator is Wesley Chabon. Also on June 10th is Caught Up by Nevessa Allen. This is book 2 in the Into the Darkness series, and it's going to have ebook, paperback, and audiobook. You can already pre-order a special edition from Barnes & Noble if you want to, but the narrators are Teddy Hamilton, Kat C. Hollowell, and Jason June. Lastly, on June 10th is Realm of Thieves by Karina Halley. This is book 1 in the Thieves of Dragmore series, and it's going to have all the releases, paperback, ebook, and audiobook, and the narrators are going to be Jack Hart, Saskia Maraveld, and Chris Tester. Then on June 11th is When Love Found Us by Claudia Berglaw. I think that's how you pronounce her name. It's book 3 in the Temper Bridge Brothers series. I read book 2 and absolutely loved it. I do have the ALC on my phone. I am just finishing up my Nora book that I'm listening to right now, so I can go ahead and listen to this one. This one is definitely romantic suspense. Anyway, it's going to have all the releases, paperback, ebook, audiobook, and the narrators are Sean Masters and Vanessa Edwin, which honestly are fantastic. Then on June 12th is Hard to Resist by Madison Fox. Listen, I'm not into the Masked Man Gamer thing that she was doing. That's just not me, and it's fine. But this one looks so good. I'm more than likely going to pick this one up. And then on June 16th is Body at the Book Fair by Ellie Alexander. This is book 6 in her Secret Bookcase Mystery series, and I think this is the last one. Anyway, it's going to have all the releases, paperback, ebook, and audiobook, and the narrator is Ellen Quay. Also on June 16th is At the Edge of Surrender by A.L. Jackson. This is book 3 in her Moonlight Ridge series, and this is more romantic suspense. So I'm very, very excited for this one as well. It's going to have all the releases, paperback, ebook, and audiobook, and the narrators are Jason Clark and Aaron Mallon, who both I absolutely adore. Then releasing on June 17th is Sounds Like Love by Ashley Poston. This is a standalone. It's going to have ebook, paperback, audiobook, and the narrator is Patty Murin. Also releasing on June 17th is Tenderfoot by Kristen Ashley. This is book 3 in her Avenging Angels series, and it's going to have all the releases, paperback, audiobook, and ebook, and the narrator is Stella Bloom. Also releasing on June 17th is an audiobook release, which we already have the paperback and ebook. And I actually already own the paperback, I just haven't gotten to it yet. But because it's coming out on audio, I probably will be able to get to it faster. And that is Metal Slinger by Rachel Schneider. And it's book 1 in her Fire and Metal series. And the narrator is Andy Eloise. And then lastly on June 17th is Gloves Off by Stephanie Archer. This is book 4 in her Vancouver Storm series. It's going to have all the releases, paperback, ebook, and audiobook. And the narrators are going to be J.F. Harding and Stella Hunter. And then on June 18th is Thorns from the Fall by Jess Wisecup. This is book 2 in the Hunting Vengeance duet. This is a vampire romantasy, which I'm very interested in. I just need to read the first book. So it's going to have paperback, ebook, and audiobook. I don't know for sure who the narrators are going to be, but based upon who narrated the first book in the duet, and because this is a duet, I am very much assuming, so this is not in stone, but it's an assumption of mine, that Ali Shea and Robert Hatchett will be continuing to narrate this series. So, okay, so let's move on. On June 18th is The Overtime Kiss by Lauren Blakely. This is book 5 in her Love and Hockey series. And it's going to have all the releases, paperback, ebook, and audiobook. And the narrators are going to be Brooke Bloomingdale and Teddy Hamilton. Releasing on June 19th is A Royal Mile by Samantha Young. This is book 2 in her Return to Dublin Street series. And it's going to have all the releases, paperback, audiobook, and ebook. And the narrators are Shane East and Zara Hampton Brown. And then on June 24th, we're going to get an audiobook release, which means the paperback and ebook is already out, and it's Firefly Effect by K.K. Allen. This is a romantic suspense, which I'm very excited to read. The narrators are going to be Ellie Gossage and Jack Maverick. And then on June 24th is Antihero by C.W. Farnsworth. This is book 2 in her Kensington's Next Gen series. It looks interesting. It's going to have paperback and ebook. I suspect it will have an audiobook, but there's no narrators announced. And then releasing on June 24th is Eliza and the Duke by Harper St. George. This is book 2 in the Doves of New York series. And it's going to have all the releases, paperback, ebook, and audiobook. And the narrator is Saskia Merivelt. And then on June 25th is Empire of Seduction by Mila Finelli. This is the next book in her Empire of Temptation. I think that's what the series is called. It's her next Mafia book, and I'm very excited for that. Also releasing on June 25th is A Touch of Fate by Cora Riley. I don't know about an audiobook, but it's going to have ebook and paperback. I am cautiously optimistic about this one. This is Samuel and Emma's story. This is the one that she has taken a couple years to rewrite to get some of the language correct. I'm not sure. I am kind of wary going in, but I am actually interested in this because I'm very interested in Samuel and Emma's story. So, and then releasing on June 26th is The Sun in Her Burn by Gianna Darling. This is book 2 in the Impossible Universe trilogy. It's going to have ebook and paperback, and I really do think there's going to be an audiobook. There was an audiobook that was released with The Moon in His Tide, and since this is part of that world, I want to see if they had announced the audiobook yet, because they haven't. But I suspect it's going to be the same narrators who narrated book 1, The Moon in His Tides, because these are following the same characters. So the narrators for The Moon in His Tide were Shane East, C.J. Mission, and Desiree Ketchum. So I suspect those are the narrators that are going to be used for The Sun in Her Burn, but again, I'm not 100% sure because it hasn't been announced. Lastly, on June 26th is Duke with a Secret by Scarlett Scott. This is book 3 in the Wicked Dukes Society, and it's going to have ebook and paperback, and I suspect eventually it will have an audiobook, but they have not announced it yet. So those are the new releases that are coming out in June. Let's just go ahead and get to my June TBR. Again, I will definitely be reading more than what I'm committing to. The first one I am definitely committing to, and it's for the Historical Hellions book club, and it's Whitney, My Love by Judith McNaught. I have the first edition, and I am going to be reading that first edition. So we shall see how I feel about it. And then I am going to be reading Burden and Proof by Victoria Wilder. I love this series and I loved it. I love it enough that to not wait for the audiobook. So I'm just like, okay, when it comes out, I will be reading that. I am going to be listening to Caught Up by Nevessa Allen. I love Teddy Hamilton. I love Nevessa Allen's writing, and I'm very excited for this one. I'm also going to be reading Sounds Like Love by Ashley Poston. I love Ashley Poston. I've loved all of her books, and I'm just very excited for this one. I look forward to her releases every year. And then I am going to be reading Eliza and the Duke by Harper St. George. I am trying to read as many new releases for historical romances as possible to show that we still love them, okay? And we need to love them some more, I think. I'm also going to be reading, and this is on my cozy romantic suspense list, An Irish Bookshop Murder. This one is by Lucy Conley. It is a cozy mystery, and I haven't read a cozy mystery in a month or so, so I need to get back to my cozies. I'm also committing to reading The Prince of Prohibition by Marilyn Marks. This is on my Romantasy 2025 TBR, and I am very excited about this one. I heard it was fantastic by multiple people. And then I am going to be reading Firefly Effect by K.K. Allen. It's coming out with an audiobook, so I'm super excited to get to this one as well. And then I also have to read A Body at the Book Fair by Ellie Alexander. This is the last book in the Secret Bookcase mystery series. And we're going to find out who killed her best friend when they were in college. So Annie's best friend, Scarlett, that's the overarching mystery. And I want to know who killed her and why and all that stuff. And I think it's going to be revealed in this book. So I'm super excited about that. Anyway, let me know what you are most looking forward to in the month of June that is coming out. Let me know, are you going to be reading any of the same books that I am reading in June? Let me know all the things. And if you made this far in this video and you want to let me know that you're here, please leave me a sun emoji because we're coming into June. Plus, we get a new Jana Darling book. And until next time, my friends, happy reading. Bye.